Hello and welcome to another edition of Alliance Chamber of Southwest Louisiana. My name is Eric Cormier. I serve as Vice President of Policy and Strategic Development at the Alliance Chamber based in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Our agency represents the five parish area and business interests. And today our guest is Mr. Adrian Wallace. Adrian serves as Executive Director of the Seed Center Business Incubator. Just a couple of days ago, he was in American Press newspaper and our chamber section, and he wrote a little bit about the incubator. And before we get going, Adrian, how are you doing with COVID-19 life?
Well, I suppose like everyone else, we're adapting as best we can, staying safe and trying to stay well.
Exactly. Thank you. Well, let's get right into it. Adrian, overall, what are the benefits of being an incubator client?
Okay, great question. And real briefly, and let me just give our website address out for much more information. It's seedcenterswla.com. seedcenterswla.com is our website for the incubator. We can get a lot more information. But the basic information, some of the benefits of being an incubator client is that, of course, you get a professional address. You get the benefit of having an office, either a shared space or a private office, with a lot of the services that you might have to pay for elsewhere, such as free internet, furniture, training, et cetera, et cetera. But what we really try to do, Eric, is provide the services to help people be more successful.
Exactly.
And real quickly, programs or clients who go through a incubation process, 87% of them are still in business 5 years later.
Right. Now, some people might ask, especially right now, how can I become an incubator client?
Sure. Well, the process is still the same. And we try to make it very user friendly. Again, we have an application that's very straightforward. They can call me, or they can go to our website, download the application, look at it, fill out the information. If they have any questions, they can call me, send it in. We sit down, we have a meeting, or maybe virtually now, and we can let them know within 24 hours whether they're in the incubator or not.
Briefly, for folks who don't know it, we've had some major wins with the incubator. Briefly tell somebody who's wondering, will I be successful in the incubator?
Well, I'll say it this way, is that their success, of course, entrepreneurship is a risk no matter what environment you're in, but going through an incubation process, your probability for success increases dramatically. Mm-hmm. And of course, some of the clients, the graduates we've had, everybody knows about Waiter. We've had some other clients that may not be quite as well known. Early in Marsham, who retired from the Social Security Department, is doing quite well. Tommy Townsley with Alligator Book Bites is downtown operating, and Gopher was in here recently. They're downtown. So we've had a number of success stories for clients who've come through the business incubator.
Now, I'm going to ask you this because you have training in helping businesses, and this is something we've asked some folks. When COVID-19, a lot of businesses are down. One of the messages we've been able to share is for businesses to take the time right now and kind of re-strategize, kind of reset a little bit, look at their strategic plan or the business model. What do you have to say about that?
Absolutely. Great point. And that's what I did as this COVID began to hit our area and we began to go into the stay at home. I sent out some information from one of the programs we have that kind of helped clients put together a template, if you will, of resources they have, almost a crisis management plan. How they can operate effectively in this environment. And if they're applying for funding, here's some things they probably need to line up in advance. Take a good assessment, as you say. Okay, the business plan needs to be reworked. And when I say business plan, I mean just your operations. Take a good hard look. Take advantage. All times are good times if we know what to do with them. So take the advantage of the quote unquote downtime or whatever to make some assessments and do some things that probably we hadn't taken the time to do before.
I recently had some what we would say small businesses, some mom and pop businesses, and they're scared to death right now. And one of the things that we talked about was, again, looking at what services they provide, how they provide it, but also the mentality, being positive. What's your insights on a business trying to make it right now, a business owner and their mindset?
Yeah. Well, I guess what I would say, because I'm a very hopeful person that we will get through this as a community, as a people. We will get through this. We will come through it. Uh, find something positive to focus on each day, whether it's business related, family related, or whatever. Just find something positive, whatever helps you. Maybe if you're faith based, and find something that helps you get through this, because we will get through it. Now, what it's going to look like on the other side, nobody knows right now. But the thing about entrepreneurs that I've come to appreciate, they understand how to adapt. They understand how to pivot, as we say. And yeah, times are tough, times are difficult. Uh, I remind people that, well, it's not exactly the same example, but 2008, 2009, with the Great Recession, so to speak, there were a number of successful businesses, major businesses that were launched during that time. Uber, Airbnb, Slack, a number of others. So times like this, it may seem counterintuitive to say, well, why would I want to start a business now? But just look at the landscape. In one sense, you may not have as many competitors entering as you might normally have. So look at where do you see the possibilities? And one thing entrepreneurs are very good about is identifying, okay, here's a gap in services, here's a gap in product, or maybe I can reposition myself to do this now because here's a need.
Exactly. Well, that's about our time today. And Adrian, we really appreciate you giving us this insight.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. All right. And again, that's what we do here at the Alliance Chamber Southwest. We want to provide information to our chamber family, and we also want to help any business that's out there. Until next time, if you have any information about the Alliance Chamber, you can reach us at 337-433-3632 or visit us at www.allianceswla.org. Until next time.
Okay. Thank you.